The big idea behind Mendeley is to solve the problems individual researchers face directly. Now, referencing is a big deal in academic research. Mendeley simplifies your referencing so that you can spend more time researching. With Mendeley, you can store, organize, share, and cite from just one referencing library. Without wasting much time, let's dive right into Mendeley. Simply head over to mendeley.com to create your free account. If you are using the paid version of Microsoft Office, you can download the latest version on their website. If not, check the link in the description to download the old version. The summary reason is that with the latest version of Mendeley, you have to install the Mendeley site plugin from the Microsoft App Source to link your MS Word to Mendeley, and that can be a challenge. But with the old version, everything is embedded. Hello, watch here. I'm certified by SCVA to teach you Mendeley. Whatever version you choose, the functionalities remains the same. Welcome to the Mendeley interface. Now, if you open Mendeley for the first time, you are going to see this interface divided into three. You have the first section on the left, the middle section, and the right section. We are going to take a look at each icon or functionality in these sections. First, we have File, Edit, View, Tools, and Help. As you click on each of these items, a drop-down displays additional functionalities. For instance, at the File section, this is where we can add files and folders. We'll talk more on this as we get along. Then, at the Edit section, this is where you can copy, paste, and cut content in your document. At the View section, this is where you can set your default citation. By default, Mendeley is set to the American Psychological Association Edition 7 or APA, so you can change it to any citation style you want. For instance, if I want IEE, I'll just move the mouse to IEE and click on it, and it will set my default citation to IEE. Next is Tools. If you can recall, during the introduction parts, I told you that with the Mendeley old version, everything is embedded. So it's a matter of clicking on it, and the Mendeley Word plugin will be connected to your MS Word. Next is Help. Here is where you can find extra supports if you need. Just below that, we have a file with a green icon on it. Here is where you can add files. There are several ways. There are 4 ways to add files or documents to your Mendeley. We'll take a look at that more later. Next is an icon with a green plus on it. Here is where you can create new folders to categorize your documents. You can also remove new folders by selecting the documents. Here is the sync. This session also allows you to synchronize your library with Mendeley Web. In that case, you can access all your documents on any device when you are connected to the internet. This place too is the help icon. If you need any help online, just click on it and you'll be directed. Now, this icon here is my library. My library is like the home icon on Mendeley. Whenever you click on this, you come back to the original interface you are seeing. So if for some reason your interface messes up, just look for the My Library and click on it. Under the My Library, you see all documents. So this feature contains all the documents you add to your Mendeley. Here we have recently added. This feature also shows you the documents you added just now. Here too is recently read. It also shows you the documents you just read. Here is the favorite icon. You can also star documents that you like or you enjoy or you want to use as favorites. The next is my publication. If you have any publication, you can link them here. Then you have create folder. You can also create additional folders to categorize your documents. For instance, if I want to create a new folder for my projects, I can simply click on create folder. Then I type in the name, let's say antibiotics. Then I click anywhere on Mendeley and you see my antibiotic folder created there. Also, I can create as many as I want. If let's say I want to categorize all my chapter 1 references in one folder, I'll click on the create folder again and name the new folder chapter 1. So it depends on how or what you want to use the folder for. You can create as many folders as you want. Next is groups. Now you can create groups or join existing groups for collaboration. So if, let's say, I want to create a group for people or the colleagues that I'm working with, I can simply click on create group, and this pop-up will display here. All I have to do is to maybe name the group research group 1. When I'm done, then I click on create. So it will ask me, do I want to invite people to the group? If yes, then I put in their emails. So Mendeley will signal them that Samuel is inviting you to join his group for collaboration. I don't want to do that now, so let me click on skip. So as you can see, you have the research group 1 here. You can create as many groups as you want. Next is the trash icon. This is where all your deleted documents are kept. Next is the filter. The filter helps in searching your library. So if for some reason you want to know all the authors of the papers or documents you have added to your Mendeley, just come to filter and filter by authors. When you click on that, Mendeley will extract all the authors in your documents and display them here. If you want to also filter by, let's say, publications, once you click on that, Mendeley will do that work for you. Next is the library table. Now, the library table displays every document you add to your Mendeley library. So before I explain the library table, let's go ahead and add some documents to our Mendeley. Now to add documents, there are 4 ways to do that. The first one is simply clicking on this drop down here. If it's a single file, you just select add files and you'll be directed to the folder. The folder I have on my desktop is journal, so you'll be directed to the folder the document is kept in, and you choose the document you want. So let's say I want to add this detection of antibiotics here. Let me put my beautiful picture here. You'll be directed to, yes, so once I select the detection of antibiotics, I click on open, and there you have it. Mendeley will bring it to the text, to the library table, right? Yes, to the library table. So I can repeat the process to add as many documents as I want. Next, I can add folders. The same process, just click on it, you'll be directed to your desktop, then you choose a particular folder you want to add. The third method is manual entry. Now I can do that manually. If you click on it, Mendeley will ask you of, let's say, if you have the information of the journal, the year. Here is quite the manual entry is quite complex. I don't know why somebody will want that, but the easiest part of this manual entry is if you know the DOI or the PubMed ID of the documents. You just paste the DOI or the PubMed ID here. Mendeley will extract the documents onto your library table for you. So yes, so the fourth method, which is my favorite, is the drag and drop method. It doesn't get easier than that. All I have to do is to look for where my document is on my desktop, and I drag it to Mendeley, and Mendeley will extract all my contents for me. Yeah, as you can see, all my contents in that folder is now on my library table. Now, as I said, you can mark documents as favorites, right? So I can mark if, let's say, I enjoy this document, or let's say the second document, I can just click on it to start it. In that case, when I come here, I will see the documents as favorites. These categorizations are very helpful when you are dealing with bulk documents. So I can also, let's say I want to read the occurrence, right? Whenever I open this document here, yes, Mendeley will categorize these documents as I just recently read documents. Okay, I read all of them before. I opened and read all of them before adding them. So that's why they are all displayed here. So you can also click on this little green. You can also click on this little dot here to indicate that you just read the documents, right? So it will be in your just recently read folder. Okay, so the next thing to look out for in the library table is that the library table shows or displays the name of the author, the title of the document, the year, the publisher, and the dates you added the document. Now, as we head over to the right hand side, the far right hand side of our Mendeley, we can see details, notes, and contents. Now, with the details, whenever you select a document, like the detection of antibiotics, whenever you select a document, the details displays the metadata of the documents. What that simply means is that the details describe the nature of the documents. Okay, is it a journal? Yes, it's a journal, as you can see here. What's the title of the journal? What are the names of the authors? The journal. Okay, the journal, the year, the volume, and the abstracts, and a whole lot of information. It's like the core features of the documents is displayed. So whenever let's say I choose this significance to, the details show the metadata of that particular document I've selected. Now let's come to notes. Okay, I've already added some notes. Let me delete them for simplicity. Okay. The next thing we'll talk about is if you want to open a document and read it in your library table. There are two ways in doing that. You can double click on the documents, or you can right click and select open file. So you can open as many files as you want. Looking at this document here, I can highlight any portion I want. I can add notes, and yeah, so if let's say I want to, and the purpose of this is to help you pick out or fish out the relevant areas you want to add to your thesis or your paper. So if let's say I want to highlight this area for future use, just drag your cursor to highlight. Where's my drag your cursor to highlight it? Then you apply the highlighter on it. You can always change it to any color you want by coming here. And if let's say I want to add extra notes to this particular highlights, all I have to do is right click on that, then I click on add notes. So let's say I want to I'll use this in abstract. So the notes I want to add to this particular highlight is I want to insert this area to my abstract. Then when I finish, I click anywhere, and let's say this place too. Let me go down a bit. So you can do this as many as you want in as many documents as you want. Here too, let's say let me highlight it green. Let me choose green, my favorite. Let me highlight it green. Let me highlight it green. Okay. Then I'll add my notes. This one too, I can say use. Okay, use this in introduction. See that? And you click anywhere, so it will be added here. So you can do this for almost every paper, like the way the normal highlighting we do it when we read. So for every paper you highlight, a note will be displayed here. Okay, so let me open another document and show you what I'm talking about. Let's say this one, occurrence, right? Occurrence. So for occurrence, let's say I want to highlight this, if I already have a lot of highlighting, let's say I want to maybe highlight this area, I can do that too as well, and add annotation to it and add a note to it, say for conclusion. All right. Now, so the first document I added notes and highlights in is the detection of antibiotics. So as I've opened this document, all the notes I have added to this, all the notes and the highlights I have added to this document will be displayed here. When I move on to the next document, to all the highlights and the notes I have added will be displayed. So if, let's say, I'm like, I don't want to, like, I'm on hurry, I want to move straight to where I added this, use this in introduction. When I open the notes, I just click on it and I'll be directed to where the highlights was done. So the next feature we'll talk about is the content. Now, as I click on the content displays the various subtitles in the documents I am reading. In the documents, so we have like something like beta blockers. So let's say I want to move straight to beta blockers. All I have to do is to click on it, and you'll be directed straight to beta blockers. So here is beta blockers, right? So that's what the content does. The content is like your table of contents. Okay. Now the next thing we will consider is the search. So if like you want to search for a particular document, just type in the keyword or the author's name here, or the publication here, and the contents will pull out in your library table, right? The next is basically your name. If you want to sign out or sign in, just come here and click on it. Now, the next thing we will consider is how to insert citations and bibliographies into our Word documents. First of all, to do that, you have to head over to the tools icon. Then click on Install MS Word plugin. Just one click. And that is it. The plugin has connected your Mendeley to MS Word. Then from here, you go to the documents you want to insert the citation in. In this case, the documents I want to use is called projects. Once I open my documents, the first thing I'll do is to click on references. Now, when you click on references, you see the Mendeley plugin. It means that your Word is now connected to Mendeley. So if I want to insert citation, I'll move the cursor to where I want the citation to appear. Let's say I want to put the citation here. I'll just move the cursor here, then I'll move the mouse to insert citation. When I do that, this pop-up will come. Then the pop-up is saying I should search by author, title, or year in my library. So the documents I have in my library, one of them is detection of antibiotics. So I'll simply search detection, just detection. You see that I can see detection of antibiotics here. Then I click on OK. This is the APA citation format. Note that my default citation is APA. So this is the APA citation format. If I want to change the citation to, let's say, IEE, I can simply click on IEE and you see to change to this figure, right? So if you want to change the citation, you just put the cursor beside the citation and go to styles and choose any style you want. Okay, let's say I want to insert a citation here, right? First of all, I'll put the cursor here and go to insert citation, right? Insert citation. This box will pop up. Then I'll type the name of the article I want to reference in my Mendeley software. So one of my titles is significance of antibiotics. Immediately I typed SIG, you see that it has popped up. Then I click on it. So then I hit OK. So as you can see, there's the APA citation star has appeared here. So let's say I want to edit the date. I want to edit the date to, let's say, 2000. I want to do a manual edit, right? I want to change the date to, let's say, 2010. So I can simply delete and type in 2010. Right, when I finish, then I move the mouse outside. So a pop-up will tell you, do you want to keep the manual editing? Yes, I want to keep the manual editing. And that's it. That's changed from 2003 to 2010. So you can do this as many as you want in your documents, right? So you can practice more on it. It's not that complex. Now, after citation, I will want to add the bibliography at the bottom of my documents, right? So I'll move the cursor again to the bottom of it, the bottom parts of my documents. For simplicity, I'll type bibliography here, right? Then I come here. So I do that. I move the cursor down here. Then I click on Insert Bibliography. As I click on Insert Bibliography, Mendeley will extract the APA bibliography style at the bottom of my documents. So it's that easy. So here are some key tips I would like to give you. Make sure your documents are well organized in your Mendeley library. Also sync your documents in your Mendeley to ensure that all the latest references are available in Word. And the last key is that refresh your references and bibliographies whenever you make some changes to your entire document. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your projects.